Good morning, everyone. It's Jen from Pretty Little Garden. I just wanted to take a short walk around my house and show you the beauty of winter here in my Zone 6B garden. So let's go. I hope everyone enjoyed their holiday season, and I just want to take a moment and wish everyone a very happy new year. I'm ready for 2025. I don't know about you. I stepped out of my house this morning and it was lightly snowing, and I thought it was the perfect time just to take a few video clips and walk around my garden. You can see everything has a light dusting of snow, and I think it's supposed to get quite cold this week. We're dipping down into the teens and the 20s, which is normal for this time of year, but it always feels shocking to your system, I guess. I love this dwarf jack pear tree. I always think that the ornamental pears look like ornaments. Here we're just swinging around to the front of my house, and I'm looking at my creeping juniper that is humongous, and it's just grown so much. And here is my golden globe arborvitae, just covered with some snow. You can see the front of my house is mixed with a combination of Christmas and fall. Yep, I never got to these pots at the end of the fall season. You can see there's just some, fall plants in there. Here's my lemon coral sedum. That's from the summertime. Still in the pot. I just put it back in its place. You do what you can do. Here, this pot here, I just have to bring it back up onto my porch. It blew off. It's been so windy, and you can see a little bit of my winter decor, just a decorative shovel there, and some of my Christmas decor, from the Christmas season. This is my beautiful front door wreath that I got from my mom a couple of years ago that I love. Looks beautiful on the front door there. I always find myself in the month of January just doing some reflecting and thinking and relaxing. It's a time of rest, but it's also a time, of new beginnings. And I find myself thinking, what do I want to accomplish this year? What would I like to learn this year? And, you have little dreams, and you may write a few things down in a journal or a notebook, and I think that's so good, and it's just such an encouraging time of year. It's it's the quiet time before the spring. And here I am just walking along the side of my house heading to the backyard, and you can see my euonymus are covered in snow. The clematis is all trimmed back. Walking into the backyard, I love this little picture right here with my snow fountain weeping cherry tree and the Hicksieus and the hydrangea and the spirea. I just love that little corner, and the snowflakes that are falling so softly. Here I'm just checking on my generous gardener climbing rose. I never got the chance to winterize it for a bunch of different reasons. Life just got busy, and I ended up getting sick around the holiday season, and I'm just checking things out. It looks like I've had some breakage on some of the canes, which is not a good thing. So I don't know. I'll have to see how my climbing rose does. I'm sure it will be okay. I did come out actually, and I tucked some of these longer canes into the arbor just so they wouldn't be whipping around. I tucked a couple of them in there. Doing my best in the garden during a busy time of year. That's all you can do, is your best. And I don't like to put a lot of pressure on myself. I know we all have a tendency to do that, I think, in our gardens, but I try to be aware of it because I want the gardening to be enjoyable and, a stress reliever for me, not not adding stress to my life. So if I don't get to something, if something gets done wrong, I'm okay with that. You can always fix something. You can always change something. And we're just walking along the side of my fence here in the backyard. This is my little lime hydrangea. I'm hoping it does better this year. It was transplanted last year, so it sort of had an adjustment period. My dwarf Alberta spruce. And you can see I've got some mums in those window boxes still. And we're just rounding the corner. You can see my bird feeder, pretty much frozen right now. There's still some bird seed in there, and the birds have been eating still. They finished off that tube there. I have to fill that again. And look at this Thuya placata Western Arborvitae green giant is looking beautiful. I love the green color, the green wall of color that they provide along my fence in the back. Actually, it's my neighbor's fence in the back here. I want to add more green to this back wall, to the back fence. It's just so peaceful and restful to look back and see green more than fence. And we're walking towards my evergreen trees, the Vanderwolf pine, and the fat Albert blue spruce, the snow resting lightly on those needles, the Miscanthus grass, looking really nice and strong. Beautiful winter interest, the Miscanthus grass. The Vanderwolf pine is just beautiful this time of year with its structure. And my hydrangeas, I never trimmed. I never got around to pruning all of them, and I actually love how they're looking in my garden. I've been so used to trimming them this time of year, and the fact that I did not prune them this time of year, I've just been really enjoying them. And here is my golden vicary privets. They're a semi-deciduous shrub, and they didn't drop a lot of their leaves this year. Oh my goodness. These hydrangeas are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I think as we're going to have a pretty busy spring with my son playing baseball and graduating, but after this year, I think I may end up leaving those hydrangeas and enjoying the blooms throughout the winter season and pruning in the spring. Look at the berries on this golden vicary privet. Oh boy, they just are so beautiful. They're like a dark navy, almost black color. Just beautiful things in the garden, even in January. And we're just walking up on my elevated garden bed from Gardener's Supply. I think I'm going to try my hand at winter sowing and planning on putting my jugs in there. This is a beautiful euonymus from Proven Winners called Blondie Winter Creeper. It has beautiful pink berries this time of year. We're coming up on my candy mint crabapple tree. You can see that the birds have left berries. I have a bird feeder that's right by the window there, and I've been seeing so many birds, so many lovely birds. I enjoy watching them outside my window. The bird seed is frozen right now, but I don't know, hopefully they'll clear this tree off of the remaining berries, but I think they've been getting fed so well right next to the tree here that they haven't bothered with these berries. And again, some beautiful hydrangeas. So I'm looking forward. I'm really looking ahead to another exciting garden season, the garden season of 2025. Building on what I've learned this past year and curious to learn more. And of course, I'd love for you to join me. I'd love to try my hand at winter sowing. I definitely want to grow tomatoes this year and continue with cut flowers. I loved my zinnias, and I'm excited to move on from the zinnias and to try some new flowers as well. And I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank you all for your support and for subscribing. I appreciate you all, whether you are commenting or not commenting, liking or not liking. You all matter to me, and I thank you so very much. See you soon.